Sorry, everyone. Hey. Yeah, it didn't want to it wouldn't let me connect back. It didn't want to let me connect back. So yeah, that was the problem. I was trying to hurry up and connect back, and it was like, nope, no, you cannot. So, oh well. Let's see here. I'm going to post this on my on the post. Let me make a post real quick. Live again. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. You didn't want to connect me back. YouTube. Okay. So about Shrek, yes, I love Shrek. Love me Shrek. Okay. Oh, how my awakening started, Kenny? It's when after I lost my job and stuff. Already um I started my job and I got really depressed. Then eventually I did talk about it a little bit more because I did answer that question in the other video. I mean the last live. Um so what year? Um damn. What year? 20, I think maybe 8, maybe 20, maybe 2018 when I lost the job. And then from there, I was this other YouTuber, and eventually she said about angels. So then I look up guided meditation to speak with your angels because I was very depressed about it. And I wanted to ask my angels, and then from there, that's how it started, and that's how I started to see 111 after that because I kept meditating, and I love, and I noticed how meditation was making me feel really really good. So eventually, start noticing eventually the ones, and then that's how I started the ones. Kenny, mine started 2018, and you're right. We never stop learning. That is right. Okay, another question. So, okay, I already answered those. Let's see. There was another one, I think. Okay. Okay. How did you how did this is the other question. How do you deal with anxiety and external triggers? Okay. Well, how to deal with anxiety? Well, anxiety, like, I don't really deal with anxiety. That's very rare if it even happens. One time when I had anxiety that I really, really remembered when my heart was really beating, like, oh my gosh, is when I noticed that a scammer was taking my money. When a scammer was pretending to be one of my family members, and then I sent him money, like $900, that first of all, I didn't even have $900. It's like I only have like $200 in my bank, and then the rest of the money, uh like, my boyfriend gave me the rest of the money for me to, because he had a tragic something happened to him, an accident. So I was like, oh my gosh. And then eventually, because they take advantage of people's hearts, you know and and that's what happened. And then when I noticed, when I told my aunt, I called my aunt, is my uncle coming to America? Because my uncle's in Mexico. And she's like, no, your uncle, it's here. He's not over there. He's not going. He's here. It's like, you better be careful. I was like, what? And then and from that, that's when I had like really bad, because I noticed, like, oh my gosh, I made a mistake. I gave money to a scammer. Um, and yes, he did take it, $900, and I felt really, really bad. I think this is before my awakening. So it's rarely I get anxiety. Anxiety will happen if maybe if I'm picking on someone, like energy wise, or like ascension symptoms, when there's too much, like, one time, yeah. Or anxiety can happen when out of nowhere I just feel this wave of anxiety come through. It could be because of energy wise, like, you're sometimes people are really connected to earth that will feel the anxiety of earth, and then you feel it, but then it goes away. So it just we have to wait till it passes by. But I don't really deal with anxiety like that. um I know my little sister does. um but she takes medication for it, if any, for emergencies. um but yeah, so just wait till it passes by, I guess. um but at the end, I feel like you finding ways to control it, breathing, breathing in and out, smelling some roses. Uh, if you can try to meditate with anxiety, I never tried to meditate with anxiety, but if it works, then do so. Hugging a tree, grounding maybe has to do with energy wise that you're dealing with anxiety. It could be energy wise. You feel like there's so much going on that maybe it's another sign you need to ground yourself. Also, anxiety happens if you're a person that deals with anxiety a lot. It could also be that you probably been in a household that fights a lot. That maybe your parents fight a lot, argue a lot, or they've beating the crap out of you. Think like in a very abusive kind of way, like an abusive way, in your type of environment. It has to do with environment. What is your environment that's making you trigger your anxiety? That's what, so, and then eventually affects us in our when we get older, when now we have anxiety attacks, or things like that, because of your childhood. Was it traumatic for you? Was there a lot of abuse there? Were your parents beating the crap out of each other? Things like that. that really trigger those for you to deal with anxiety. That's the main reason why um, people deal with anxiety. And again, I don't really deal with anxiety. That's if if I notice they give me anxiety when I figured out that there wasn't a family member and it was a scammer that I gave my money to. And it was just like, oh, like, oh my gosh, my heart was, oh my god, it was crazy. But next question. Oh, how do you deal with triggers? Right. How do I deal with triggers? Oh, external triggers. For example, my dog. That freaking that really triggered me. My dog really triggered me. I was like crying my eyes out, and 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 I just let it out. I let it out. I just continued crying and crying and crying. Um, I just cried it all out. That's what I did. I just cried it all out. External triggers, and sometimes I don't I lately I'm not I don't back then I used to be harsh on myself. You shouldn't be feeling like that. You shouldn't be feeling upset or angry. No, now I'm like, it's okay. I have more compassion for me now. When I get angry, upset, and I know, like, now I know it's okay. You are That thing is helping you. If you're feeling angry, it's helping you heal. um I won't only but I don't watch the news. I don't want things that will trigger me purposely. You know what I mean? Like, if I knew I watched the news is gonna trigger me, I won't even look at it. If I knew it's gonna be a sad show or something sad, it's gonna be really sad, like a movie. I don't like movies that make me feel sad. I don't want to know about dogs dying in any movie, because I will cry my eyes out. Um, so if I can be, so again, if I can control it for not to get, because I don't want to be part of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel, because there's already hundreds of people watching that news and they're becoming angry and upset and what or sad or whatever. I don't want to be I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be part of the agenda. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do that. But if it's something personal that is triggering me, maybe like, for example, my dog, if I want to cry, I'm going to cry. I just let it out. I'll let it out. And if my mom's telling me things because everything that I'm doing is wrong, um, you know, um, you know, make sure you're telling God your sins. Um, I don't know, like things like that. Then, like, I try to look at it again. Yes, I do get tired of hearing it over and over again, but I'm like, you know what? No, I try to look at it now in a different point of view, like having more like no, like my ego wants me to be irritated and things like that. But I'm going to have an open be- I'm just going to, because when you listen with your heart, there's no anger. You're not getting upset with that person. You're just like, wow, she's very passionate in what she believes in. Wow, that person is very passionate about, that's when you look in through your heart. When you look in through your ego, that's like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? That's wrong. La 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 la. But now I'm learning to really, connect with my heart more, and be like, wow, she's very passionate. Very passionate. you know, re- um But yeah, I just try to avoid things that will trigger me, like because those are what they want to do, trigger people. If you see the news, magazines and whatever, I don't want to be part of that. Um, okay, next question. How do you deal with ignorant people, and how has your view changed when dealing with ignorant people? How do you deal with ignorant people? Well, that see, that's the thing. I'm just like I'm just like, you know what? That person has his own problems and issues to deal with. I don't. I try not to let things bother me that much anymore because at the end, if they want to be like that, that's none of my problem. All I know, I'm focusing on where I want to be at. You know what I mean? Make that person so ignorant, or no, no. Now I'm like, you know what? It is what if that person wants to believe that, that's on you. Whatever. I just want to focus on myself, where my mind is at, what my soul is at, um, where my spirit is at, and it's what I don't care. Like I don't care. Like if they want to be ignorant, then I don't care. It just that's them. I'm gonna focus on myself, because that's another way of pointing fingers. Oh, this person, this. No, no, no more pointing fingers. Let's pointing at ourselves now. Like no, no, I don't want to be part of pointing fingers. You know, um, I'm just gonna be pointing the finger at myself. But yeah, no, I don't. I just ignore them. And sometimes I just laugh, just to make things not too serious. I just laugh. I'm like, huh, okay, well, you know, I don't try to take things too seriously when it comes to ignorant people. I won't call them ignorant. I really don't call them ignorant. They're just still asleep, and they just sometimes some people need a harsh awakening, and this is why the awakening came. That's why people are being triggered because their ass being awake. They're getting hit hard. So either way, um, if people are not listening now, they're either you're gonna get hit by be hit by a shoe, or you're gonna hit by a brick. Which way do you want to awaken to? Or you're gonna hit by a train? Which way do you want to get hit? Want to awaken? How hard do you want to awaken? Right? So so yeah. So hey, one day they will have a harsh reality, and I'll be here when they're ready to listen, right? And how has your view changed when dealing with ignorant people? I just let it go. I just let it go. Ignorant people. It's like, for example, let's say if I was ignorant, right? Um, it's like for me, I'm ignorant because but in a way of like, but it's not for them. Is their belief systems? That's why, like, oh, it's ignorant because your belief systems is not. It's ugh, or like it's like, oh, it's like you're angry because of their belief system, or the way they were raised or something. It is what it is, and eventually you'll awaken. If they don't wake this year, they eventually wake up. Hopefully, the next lifetime. It's funny because the chair calls lifetime. The next lifetime. Hopefully, we'll just pray that if my family does. I'm just praying that at least my sisters wake up. My parents are too late. They're already like in their 60s. Yeah, so I'm just praying for next year for them to awaken, hopefully in their next lifetime. But I'm praying probably my sisters wake up this year. So um only you can do it. open up your heart, leave your heart open for people, um, for just leave the hearts open for them. That like, hey, especially men, it's just men take a lot of them to wake up. Um it's just how they were. I don't I can't explain it. But like, have you noticed how us women tend to be more open compared to men? They're not very open very much. When you tell, because that's how my boyfriend was. He just like, oh no, it wasn't this. Oh no, like something else. La 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 la. La. And then, but eventually, like, but now he's realizing, oh wow, maybe there is such thing as fairies. Maybe it is what you saw. Now he's not really doubting. Now he's like, hmm, because I'm helping him awaken too. So again, he's my twin flame. Okay, he's my twin flame. So again, they're just more close-minded. I guess the men. They're just, I don't know. It's just the way it is. You know, but yeah, it just takes them more time to like really like see things and be more open-minded. And when I say, hey, the fairies are real, because back then he will tell me things like, um oh, this is like a little fairy tale. They're not little fairy tales, and when those are just little kid stories or things like that. But eventually I triggered him so bad that now he's like, you know what? Maybe there's more. And that's how the twin flame journey is. We trigger one another, and then um because I really help him like awaken more when I broke up with him. So I had to literally break up with him to really like spark something in him to finally like see things more clearly, kind of thing. Hopefully that makes sense. Kenny, the darkness will always be attracted to our light. Yes, exactly. But not only that, if your family's being triggered every time you show up, it's because you're triggering them. You're triggering their darkness. Yes, Christy, thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Christy. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes your light will be triggering them. Kenny, meditation will definitely help release your ego and things and people won't feel so overwhelmed and ignorant. People won't bother you as much. Yeah, and I just ignore what they're saying, what they're posting. I just focus on myself. I'm focused on staying happy. I'm focused on staying joy, staying in love. And when that person is ready to see it and ready to move forward and awakened, well, my heart's open whenever they're ready. Because we're portals. We are portals. Our heart are portals. I literally saw that in a dream when I was helping. I'm literally helping people go through portals. I'm helping them, assisting them, like hey guys, guess what? Let's go in here. It's so much better. Come follow me. Follow me. It's right here. This place is so much better. It's a lot better and happier. Come follow me. And some people will choose not to because they don't know. Or they're scared, or it's about taking leaps of faith. And some people will trust and some people don't. Some people won't want to. But I'm also, energetically, I am assisting people pass through the portal, to something better and greater that's waiting for them to come and join me. Because I literally, I seen that in my dreams. So, um, but some of them don't want to, and that's okay. That we all have a choice, right? What? Let's see what other questions. Oh no 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 no. Okay. Okay, that's all the questions so far that people sent me. Oh, I want to before I forget. So earlier, if you already follow me on Instagram or Facebook, if not, I asked for a fairy message for this new moon, right? New moon, December 4th, and guess what? And guess what came out? Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat meaningful and healthy. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. I started laughing when this card came out because me and my friend we're trying to eat healthier. We're trying okay, it's because because I hurt my ankle, so I couldn't really exercise, and all these things led up to also like I know also has to do also with ascension symptoms when you gain weight, but I feel like some of it was also caused because of my ankle, couldn't do much, or I feel like or my family will be draining me, and then I can't even exercise anymore. So I was gaining all this extra weight, and eventually that's why I moved out too. I moved out. So anywho, um, so anyway, and then like I need to get back to exercise. I need to go back, to taking my taking care of my body more. And so I told my friend, like, hey, we should motivate each other to be healthier, to start exercising and things like that. So it's moderation to not like, because hey, yes, I love baking, I love making cookies, but it's about moderation. So it's like about starting a new year. Start a new year with like eating more healthier. New Year's about fresh start, doing something like uh, what kind of new things do you want to create for this new moon? What kind of new things? Right? Could also be like eating, being more healthier. You know what? I know it's the holidays, and there's a lot of temptation in the holidays, right? It's about starting. It's about starting eating more healthier. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna start this new this new moon to be more healthier, or meditating more, or exercising more, or just being more positive. Um, starting my business, opening up my Etsy shop, creating jewelry. Just creating new things. What do you want to create for this new moon? Yes, I started eating keto friendly. Wow, I can't do keto right now. That's a whole different level for me. At least I'm like a vegetarian. Well, more like a pescatarian because I will still eat fish to get the omegas. It's like that's good fats, omega 3, because we need omega 3. So that's why once in a while I'll eat fish. Yes, moderation, right, Chris? So it reminded me of this, Chrissy. Moderation. Let's start the new year with moderating how much, like not overeat. Don't overeat cookies. Yes, I'm trying to make cookies, but I make cupcakes. No, banana nut muffins, like in a little, they're little mini muffins. So now I'm just, you know what? Baby steps. Yes, Kenny. Yes. Like, you know what? I just have some in the morning. I don't really drink coffee. Um, I like coffee, but I rather drink something healthier. Like I've been drinking more teas. If I'm gonna have a muffin, I'm not gonna have five. No, I'm gonna have maybe one or two, and that's it until tomorrow. Moderation. Yes, I'm baking, but that's you can still bake. You can, like her. She can still enjoy food, but she's not like going to eat 100 apples. You know, she has fruits. See, like I said, tea. She's drinking tea. Like, no, not coffee. I'm gonna drink tea today. Maybe add some strawberries today, right? New moon doing new fresh things. New fresh things, right? So I started laughing because I started to really like pay attention now. Like, you know what? No chips, no soda pop, like I rarely eat soda, but like I will have like one or two a week, but then I was like, no, zero, zero. Yes, Chrissy, yes, I love it too. Yes, I'm baking a keto pumpkin bread. Right now, baked with almond flour and flaxseed. Kenny. Yummy. Oh my gosh. Does I can do keto? What keto? Can you do cheese? Because I love cheese, but I need to tone it down a notch. So on this new moon is I'm gonna moderate my cheese, how much cheese I eat, how much spicy food I eat too. I need to calm it down. Moderation. What does it say? Okay, I want to see what it says here. Yes, yes, cheese is good. Okay, but it's a keto. Can you eat keto? It's a maybe I should start learning about keto because. But do people who eat keto do they also eat cheese? That's my question. Because I know vegans don't. I can't do vegan. I love cheese way too much. Not right now. Maybe in the future, if I'm guided to be vegan for like a day or two or a week for like for downloads or whatever, I will do it. I will do it. If I'm guided to really do it, like no, you need to eat like this right now. For now, I'm like fine, okay, you know. Then I will understand, you know. Yes, keto is just reducing your carb intake. Okay, okay. Oh, like no bread, right? No bread, no tortillas, no. Got it. Okay, so I want to read real quick. It says here, this course draws your attention to your diet and how the food you eat has direct influence on your health. Yes, that's what I've been trying to do, a new healthy lifestyle. Perhaps you've been consuming too much unhealthy food or drinking to access or or know someone who is. Mhm. When it comes to food and drink, moderation is the key. We're all capable of developing either healthy or unhealthy eating habits. And it's important to be honest with yourself about this. How does the food you eat make you feel? Like chips, does it make you feel good and it makes you feel like crappy right after? Things like that. Are you always trying out new food fads? Do you still feel empty after a meal? Eating excessively is a sign we're lacking in something else. Makes sense. And lack of love or feeling or being unloved can create false hunger. Hmm. See that? It's like something that we're not seeing clearly. Kind of when people eat when they're feeling depressed or sad because, they had this breakup and now they're trying to, feel that void with food. You know what I mean? Because of self love, that like, oh, I wasn't worthy enough for him or for her. And that's not self love, you know? So now we're stuffing our face with all this stuff, unhealthy stuff. So it makes sense. Um, if you feel, if you feel if you feel you or someone you know has an eating disorder, then it's important to seek professional help so that the balanced relationship with food can be regained, right? Or they don't want to eat, you know. Fairies can also consume human food. See, like milk, pastries, candies. Remember, if you watch signs that fairies are near you, you will know those signs. Um, but Fairies can also consume human food, but by absorbing its energy rather than consuming it physically. Oh, see how because there's people that like are learning full to eat energetically, like energy, not really eating it, but energy wise. There's people that do that too. Like, you know what? I'm going to because back then we didn't have uh we didn't have to eat back then. We were just being we it was just, by energy, light. That was what made us feel like satisfied and full, right? But because back then we didn't need to eat, but now we need to eat, you know. Um but anyway, so that's how the fairies do it. They do it energetically. Next time you're eating outside, perhaps enjoying a picnic, oh, I need to do that. You may notice that your food takes a little bland. This may be because the fairies are also enjoying your feast. What it tastes like this? Fairies. Fairies are eating some of my food. It makes sense. Okay, because they're eating it energetically. So all the sweetness, the yumminess that tasted like it, it's like they absorbed, they ate energetically, they ate the sweetness, they ate the yumminess. So once you eat it, it's like it needs salt, it needs this, it needs that. Because the fairies already energetically, they ate it. That's funny. That's so funny. The fairies encourage you to eat food that fresh, pure, and ideally free of pesticides. Okay, raw foods such as salads can give us extra energy due to the increased nutrients and vitamins that they contain. It might also be worth exploring natural vitamin supplements, especially in wintertime. Because why? During wintertime, there's something about eating a lot. I don't because I think we're trying to stay warm, so we tend to like eat a lot for some reason. Um, I think there's science to it. I think I don't know. Someone told me, but I forget. Yep. So moderation, especially during these holidays, right? Especially wintertime. They even said especially wintertime. Yes, fairies love pastries, especially if you make them yourself. If you make them yourselves, like here, my beautiful fairies, there's this little pastry for you. Um, they will appreciate it so much, and then they will never leave. And then, oh, want to know something that happened? So I was moving some of my crystals. You, I moved some of my crystals around. Anyway, so and then no, not these. No, this one. So this one. So these end up falling in a crack right here, in this crack in here. So and it's heavy. I need to move everything out just to because these fell in between the crack, right? So anyway, and I was like, oh no, and I was like, oh, can't my hand can't fit. I need to move everything out, right? And then when I look down, these these rocks that I bought to make new fairy pendants, they then that then they were right next to me. They were like next to my knee. When I looked down, I was like, oh, because I heard them. I heard them falling in the crack. I heard the noises like that. I heard them when they fell in there. So when I looked down, boom, they were there, right next to me. They were together like that. They were touching. They weren't like that, like separate. They were like together like that. I was like, oh, thank you, my fairies. Thank you for getting my crystals back. because like they fell and I couldn't get them, and they really, really helped me. So I was like, oh, thank you, my fairies. So yeah. Oh, um, I got a new deck, but they lied to me. They said it was gonna come today, but no, they meant the 30th to the 10th. I was like, oh, then don't tell me you're gonna send it today. I'm all waiting for it. But anyway, I did get these new crystals, these new selenite wands, because I'm learning to moving chi. I'm learning to move my chi around. You can learning to move your chi, and you can help it clear when you're moving your chi and while dancing. It's good to have wands, selenite wands, and like move energy, and you can cleanse and clear and raise the vibration of your space, of your home. You can do cleansing while moving, and you're connecting to your higher self through the moving. Just put music and just go with it, and you set an intention to clear, and you imagine it like, imagine all this energy coming through you, and then cleansing, and like, and your higher self is assisting you, and like, imagine you're spraying all your energy out, because you're channeling energy, right? You're channeling energy. So you're doing dancing, and it helps you rest in vibration, helps you activate. So I've been doing like, um, practicing my dancing, channeling whatever wants to come through dancing. So dancing is really good to raise your vibration. So definitely do, especially, and get wands. Get yourself some crystal wands, okay? So it just, you know. See, I'm so it's super. Yeah, it's and then I feel the energy coursing through my body when I do like, like dancing, like with the wands. Some people do it like in a chi, like how like they're doing like some type of like Chinese, or um what they call it? I think it's called chi. No, chi is energy. It's I don't know how some of them do like some Asian cultures, they do some type of dancing. I forgot how it's called. Anywho, but yeah, crystal wands are good. Move your energy around. You can cleanse yourself too. Uh and yeah, it's amazing. So you get crystal ones. They were on sale. So I went to the crystal shop. They had it at a mall. There's a crystal shop at the mall I go to. So they were like, you buy two, you get one free. So yes, I have four now. I have a tower, selenite tower. I have another tower. Then I have wands. So you can never have too many selenite crystals because they're very high vibrational, and they're good for cleansing. I was at the mall. Okay, so I was at the mall when I got these crystals, and I saw this girl that came in. Before I go inside, I shield myself. I'm always shielding myself. I even when I go live, shielding myself. Always shield yourself when you're doing spiritual work, and anybody doing readings on anyone, whatever. Always shield yourself, or wherever you go. Empath, if you're empath, psychic, always shield yourself, no matter who you are. Okay. So I know this girl. She's younger than me, like mid-20s or younger than that. I don't know. So anywho, I she had a very interesting makeup. She had like black here, like no, like you do black makeup. Like she had a black right here. Like she draw this like I don't know if she's trying to make it like she had like black tears. If she had like black tears in some way. I don't know. That was like very interesting. Like I was like, okay, that's I never seen that before, but okay, whatever. Some people like makeup like that, I guess. I never seen that, but okay. Anywho, and then I'm ready to pay. I'm in line. I'm ready to pay. And then eventually this girl, the same girl, nice, she's like I don't know, 4 feet away from me, 4 to 5 feet away from me. And I'm not feeling anybody, like I'm not feeling nobody else. Nobody else. I'm just feeling her. Just her. And she was making me feel very like my heart was racing. My heart was racing. I was like, what the heck? And trust me, I was already in the store for a while because I was looking for the perfect crystals to make pendants, all this bunch of things. I was there for a while. I was in no rush to leave. And then I'm ready to pay, and I was trying to back away from her, but there's this furniture with crystals right next to me, so I can't really scoot over because I'm sensing her. And I don't know what it was because not only that, I saw her having an upside down cross. I was like, oh, I was like, okay, either it's a style. I understand. I don't care. That's your style. No, like I don't care. No problem. But I was like, but nobody else made me feel like that, but her, just her. She had weird make black here, like she's trying to have black, uh, um, make like she's crying black tears and upside down cross. Some people's style is like that without really not really noticing they're not consciously aware of it. You're wearing things without being consciously aware. you know so anyway, so I don't know, I'm hoping she's not dabbing into like bad stuff, because I will tell when somebody's not working for the light. I could tell, like, if you're dabbing into other stuff, like, calling this bad, uh you know um you know what I mean. I'm like, I don't know if she's doing that, but she was bracing my heart, and it wasn't like a, and I think, not in a good way though. I'm like, I don't know. When there's something bad, really bad stuff in it, energy, I will easily pick it up. Or tarot readers. There's this man that he was wearing a black cloak. Again, I'm not judging him. If he likes black cloak, like a black cloak, that's on him. I don't care. I'm not judging him on his style, anything. It's about energy. You don't have to tell me anything. I will know by the energy, by your energy. So anyway, he's a tarot reader. This guy, it's like a black cloak. I never seen a tarot reader with a black cloak. I guess, okay. I'm not judging him. Or maybe he doing all this crazy stuff. No, I'm just curious. I was just curious, like, oh, I wonder what's. Does he did a pretty cool intro. He did a pretty cool intro, so it keeps checking on him and to see, like, okay, let me check on his first video. Um, well, that's a pretty cool intro. He's still wearing the black cloak. I don't know why, but whatever. And anyway, he's barely, I don't know what he's talking about. He was doing some type of tarot reading. He had like a lot of views. I think he has a lot of followers. A good amount of people watch him. So I don't even know remember the name. I don't want to know. So anyway, I was barely, watching him doing the reading. I was getting bad vibes from this guy. Bad vibes. I'm not joking. Bad vibes. I already knew he was dabbing himself into you know what. I was like, oh my God. I was like, and right away I had to jump on him. Like, I don't like this guy. This guy is a big no-no. Like, even if I told the people, like, don't watch him. He's communicating with them, these negative entities, these things. And they're gonna think like, oh no, you're religious, everybody thinks that the tarots do evil things. Like, no, people who do tarot cards, yeah, it depends. your intention. It depends who they are. It doesn't matter if you're working for the light or dark. They're gonna use tarot cards anyway. It all depends how who's using them, who's using, right? It's like if somebody has electricity, either you're gonna use it for good or bad, right? You can use it for bad and electrocute people with it, or build a home and give electricity for people don't even have a house or whatever. I'm just giving you an example. So anyway, yeah, I don't know his name, his username. I don't want to know. I don't care. But I was like, nope, nope. Even if I told the people, this guy is no good. Don't. No, he's not. No, no, no. He's dabbing into these other stuff. I could feel it. It's making me really uncomfortable just watching him. Very uncomfortable. And I already know I can tell with something when people are diving into that. I can easily tell. I was like, nope, 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 nope. So yeah. So either way, even if I said it, they thought I would be someone religious or something. Just I'm just judging them because of what they're doing or how they look. No, I'm not. I'm feeling them energetically. I wasn't trying to. I just felt it. I think maybe it happened with the same girl. I'm like, I'm hoping she's not dabbing into what. But the eyes and the upside down cross, I was like, ugh, and eventually when she walked away, my panicky feeling started to fade away when she started backing away from me because I couldn't back away. I couldn't. I couldn't. When she walked away, I'm like, please, I started to feel so much better. I was like, yeah, no. And nobody else was making me feel like that. Just her. Just her. And hopefully she's not working to what. So yeah. Yeah. So, but you can tell. After I'm done with the live, I'm going to eat myself a pickle. Tapatio pickle. Tapatio. I don't know if you guys ate this before. Tapatio pickle. Oh, they've been doing Tapatios pickle stuff. Pickle pizzas. A purse made of a pickle. Whoa, a fake pickle. Pickle, pickle soda, pickle drinks, pickle chips, dill pickle, almonds. Guess what? No, there's a new pickle. Dill pickle nuggets. Dill pickle nuggets. I don't even like chicken nuggets. I never even liked chicken nuggets. Pickle nuggets. Literally making them out of people being obsessed with pickles lately. But anyway, this is it's gonna be very spicy. I don't know if you know what tapatio. But yes, can't wait to have this. I'm gonna eat this when after this live. Yes. Some people eat the juice, but I don't. I don't. I just throw away the juice. I don't care. I don't care much about the juice. But yeah, if you're interested in any reading, message me. Awakening Coach 2. I'm Awakening Coach 2. I'm actually right now it's only $44 a month for an entire month. But if you want with a reading, it's $55 a month. But if you're in my Patreon page, you get discounts on on and you can get discounts. You can get more things on Patreon too. Free angel readings. You can win some of my creations. So yes, please um, I will leave my Patreon page after this live is over. I'm gonna put it on both. If you're interested in my jewelry, handmade jewelry, message me. Look at this beautiful hematite, good for protection. And Chrissy did get one of these. Chrissy got herself one of these beautiful moon ones. Yeah, so Chrissy's wearing one of these too. So that's really cool. And this one protects from evil energies. Crackle Court. This one protects you from evil energies. I love crackle cords. Eventually, I'm gonna try to do jewelry for men. Okay, I'm going to try to do jewelry for men because somebody keep asking me, "Hey, you're gonna make any for men?" I'm like, "Well, I'm going to try." But if you're interested, no. But anyway, if you're interested in a bracelet for men, message me if you're interested in a men bracelet. I made my twin flame, my boyfriend one of these, a lava stone bracelet for Christmas or his birthday. I don't know. We're doing Secret Santa, so I just forgot who I got. But I'm going to make that person a bracelet. Because you know me, if I'm going to make them either a pendant or one I already have, maybe because I already have pendants. Maybe I can give my sister one of these pendants because they don't have these. So maybe like they can wear some of them and then if people ask, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Right here." So anyway, I want to thank everybody who joined live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. And yes, uh, I'll probably do one of these maybe in 2 months from now, or next month. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like a once a month thing to ask me questions once a month or every 2 months. We'll find out. Okay. So anywho,